all the time trying to not be involved in the project with children or elderly, but now there was Hong Kong, and I thought, let's try.
Elderly again, because I have done something about elderly in school, and I think this project might be quite boring.
I thought it was an interesting project in a really cool location, and that you have the team is built up of all these different people.
I just see the booklet from last year, and I saw that they are having so much fun, and I never know foreigners before. I never worked with them before, so I thought just try.
Busy.
Busy.
Yeah, everything was there. We walked through one street, and there was all kinds of construction materials, metal shops. Some guy was welding on the street and fixing cables, and there was a whole store full of only spring.
I went to pick the German guy, there's Martin, and other guys, and the first impression is, wow, this guy is really funny. He had a lot of fears.
We come here at night, and everything was light, and it was blinking and types, and it was quite amazing.
I think their name is very special. Dan, Jan, Yan, Jen. Very funny.
What's about China?
China has more of a history of respecting the elderly and what they can, their knowledge and their life experiences, and that they can share them to their family.
There's a lot of respect in China for elderly.
I think the elderly in China are probably more respected by others in society than in Europe.
I really surprised about the university because they have wonderful facilities for the elderly, and all the elderly look really happy about what they are doing and what they can learn from their free time. So and I think it's really pity if for Hong Kong not having such university.
Seeing a whole classroom full of 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds just playing music and having a good time.
I'm really surprised when I go there, because I don't expect there is an elderly university that is so big. Even we don't have one in Hong Kong.
I think one problem of the elderly in China is not that they are not expected by the youngsters. It's more that they are not really involved in the society.
The situation is very different.
The most obvious one would be the children leaving them.
So the problem seems to be that they're not active anymore.
And I think one of the main points we found out was this part of the elderly have got a lot of knowledge.
So the first idea is about knowledge sharing.
Maybe we can stimulate them somehow to be more active.
Maybe a service or platform can help them.
Sharing knowledge can bring the elderly into the society.
We thought about the face-to-face communication, which a product cannot help.
Prepare an internet page, an internet platform.
Stimulate the elderly.
Both can join together.
Are approached by other elderly.
Have more interaction.
Keeping them involved in society.
This gap we could close.
So we try to keep the choices every time to a minimum, and starting with two choices, question mark, exclamation point, one to share knowledge, one to receive knowledge, one to come in contact with someone who has knowledge. And then after you've chosen that, say you want to receive knowledge, you have a choice of a number of subjects, or a number of categories, maybe craftsmanship or sciences or anything else that anybody wants to share, and you choose one of those, and then afterwards you can choose a subject within that category. So let's say one person chooses maybe our persona, Chantai Man. He chooses craftsmanship, and then he sees that there are a number of craftsmanship being shared, as it were, on this platform, and one of them is traditional woodmaking. And he, being a carpenter, he's interested in it, especially the wood connections, the traditional Chinese wood connections. So he chooses the carpentry point, and then he finds that there are 3 people wanting to share knowledge about carpentry within his community. And he finds what was his name? Chung Yo-Fat, or Chung Yi-Fat, I think. And he looks at his description, his profile, and he finds it very interesting, and decides to come into contact with him. Now, Chantai Man already has a profile, so he can directly call him, because Mr. Fat has already given the preference that he can just be called. So they call, they set up an appointment, and a week later they are together, talking about traditional Chinese wood connections.
We decide to do a lot of promotion about this platform, and we use orange, mainly orange, because it's an energetic color.
The corporate identity is written by an exclamation mark and a question mark in a big speaking bubble, showing that someone have a question and hopefully someone have the answer.